Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chum here, and welcome back to the next episode of our Pokemon Ultra Sun Nuzlocke. As you guys can see today, we are still here on Route 2, and before we kick things off and jump into the first trial of the series, we're going to do a quick team recap. So let's jump into our Pokemon and have a look at how the squad is doing. So first up, we have our starter Pokemon, Oliver, which is the Rowlet, rocking Razor Leaf, Peck, Leafage, Astonish, with the ability Overgrow, and no held item. I might give him a berry, just to make sure he has something. Next up, we have Battery, our Grubbin, with Bite, String Shot, Mud Slap, and Vice Grip, and the ability Swarm. Then, we have Fish, our beautiful Event Lycan Rock, rocking Fire Fang, Bite, Tackle, and Happy Hour, rocking the Focus Band, which is obviously useful. In fact, I'm probably going to take that thing off of him, because I shouldn't have that item at this point in the game. And it's a bit of a cheat item, I reckon, so we'll take that off of him. I completely forgot that was there. Next, we have Garbett, our Alolan Grimer, rocking Bite, Pound, Disable, and Poison Gas with the ability Gluttony. And then second to last, we have Dopey, our beautiful Slowpoke, rocking Water Gun, Yawn, Tackle, and Curse, holding an Oranberry. And finally, our last Pokemon is a Wingull named Pico. I almost said a Pico named Wingull, and I'm like, that's not how it goes. We've got Wing Attack, Water Gun, Growl, and Supersonic. And we're also holding a Pretty Wings. I'm going to take that off him real quick and give it to somebody, because I believe that increases our EVs for one of our Pokemon. Let's do this. Let's take that away. Move? No, I meant to take it away. Nope. I don't need to restore you. We just went to the Pokemon Center. I'm telling you, man, one thing that you're going to realize throughout watching my series is that I fail at menus all the time. Alright. Let's have a look at our bag and see what we can do and what we can give to certain Pokemon, because I want to be prepared for this battle. So we have 4 Oranberries. We can kind of throw these everywhere. Let's give one to Oliver. Let's give another one to Fish. And let's give one to we'll go with Garbett. And we'll hold one just in case something bad happens. I was going to look at that Pretty Wing, right? That should have ended up over here. Pretty Wing. So the regular feather has no effect on Pokemon. Oh. I thought the wings gave you, what do you call it? I thought the wings gave you, EVs. At least maybe some of them do. Maybe some don't. I have no idea. Anyway, not too important. Like I said, we're going to hop into our first trial. So without further ado, let's run over there and let's do it. I think, actually not, instead of leading off with Rowlet, which we are right now, let's lead off with someone else. Let's lead off with Garbett, give him some levels. Hopefully he'll be useful, or she will be useful for this trial. And Alima is waiting for us. Let's go talk to him, shall we? Greetings, Captain Alima here. And my trial begins mere steps from here in Verdant Cavern. Note that the Pokemon living within Verdant Cavern are quite fierce. I wouldn't venture in unless you're prepared with some potions and so forth. Through attempting the trials during the Island Challenge, one can exceed his or her own limits. That is what the Alolan people believe. Once you enter Verdant Cavern, you will not be able to leave until you have completed the trial. Are you prepared for the trial? Yes. I'll be waiting for you. Let's jump into it. The thing always throws me off because he starts running in a weird direction, and then you have to turn, and then it just tilts me. Every time I run to this cave, we're going to need that TM. I think. And I'm realizing now that this trial is probably more dangerous in Pokemon Sun than Moon. Because in Moon you go up against an Alolan Rattata, which is 4 times weak to fighting. So any fighting move will end their career. But in this game, no, we only have 2 times weakness to fighting. So it's a bit dangerous for us. Anyway, let me formally welcome you to Verdant Cavern. I'm your captain, Alima. Allow me to explain the basics of my trial. What you should attempt to do is... defeat 3 Pokemon that lurk here in the dens. See, I don't understand why they removed gym battles, added in trials, when trials are literally more often than not just press A through some text, right? Then battle a Pokemon, battle another Pokemon, battle another Pokemon, and battle the big boss Pokemon. Because it's even easier than battle a trainer, and then battle a gym leader. I think there's absolutely no reason for trials to be a new thing, because they're way too similar to gyms. If they made it more, like, varied, Like, Mallow's trial in this game is a lot more varied. Still not that amazing, but still more varied. Like, they should do really, really cool stuff with these trials. Instead of just making it battle, big battle. That's a bit boring, and it's just the same as a gym. You might as well have gyms. That's my thoughts on them anyway. Regardless, let's go. Then reach the pedestal deep within the cave, and collect the Z crystal there. You'll need to be completely in sync with your Pokemon to succeed. Oh dear. And there's one more thing I forgot to mention. Many strong Pokemon make their home in this cave, but one stronger and more fearsome than all the rest, known as a totem Pokemon, also resides here. It will be the greatest obstacle as you face as you attempt to clear my trial. By the way, until you clear my trial, you will not be able to catch Pokemon in Verdant Cavern. But this is one of the 8 trials you will face during your island challenge. This is but one of the 8 trials. And now it begins, the trial of Captain Lima. I'll admit, these whole trials start and like, oh, you know, like it's really hype and everything like that. But again, like I said, it really comes down to just, I'm going to walk over here, I'm going to battle this thing, and I'm going to walk over there, battle the next thing. It's just like, I don't know what they could do, because the game mechanics in Pokemon really don't allow for much more than battling as an interaction, but it just seems so bland. And I really feel like I would prefer to have a gym, even though a gym tends to be less exciting. I mean, at least with these trials, they are varied, right? But not enough to make them worth having. As in, like, make them worthwhile, I guess. It's kind of hard to explain. Also, I just realized my Facebook's open, making all kinds of noises. Let me get rid of that for you guys. My apologies if you guys thought that was your own Facebook. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just not satisfied. I get that every single gym, like, I mean, gyms tend to have puzzles as well, right? More often than not. They very rarely walk forward battle people, and these things are, you know, minor puzzles, walk around battle things. And so it's like, is it really a gym? Like, is it really not a gym? Oh, this one came out and attacked me. I was not expecting that. I thought I would have to walk into the hole. But here it is, another Yungoos, not surprised whatsoever. Let's destroy this thing's soul. I'm noticing this is pretty easy so far. And I don't know how you guys feel about the EXP share. I know someone mentioned in the comments of the last episode that I should turn it off. And, like, while that would make the game more challenging, I feel like one of the biggest things that makes me not want to do that is the fact that my initial playthrough of the game, you know, when I played through it, I felt like the EXP share kept me comfortably on level. And when I say comfortably, I don't mean like, oh, I was able to win every battle easily. I was having lots of battles where I'd lose Pokemon, and of course, because it was a regular playthrough, it didn't really matter. But I feel like it was just challenging enough. I feel like without the EXP share, it would end up becoming a grind fest. And I feel like I would be always doing grinding before every major event, because I just wouldn't be up to scratch, and I wouldn't be up to my satisfied level. If that makes sense, like, when you're going to go into something and you're not prepared for it, you obviously have your idea of, like, oh, I'm going to battle to this level, right? Why can't I pick this thing up? Like, you're going to battle up to a certain level. And with me and the EXP share, I feel like I always end up being the level I want to be with this EXP share on. But like I said in that comment, or in my reply to that comment, that I will play it by ear, and we'll see how it goes. If it happens to be the case of, yeah, we're definitely too strong, we're not having much challenge, then I'll turn it off and we'll play like that. But at least for now, we'll keep it on. We'll at least keep this island, and we'll see. If we felt like this island was too easy, because I mean, this trial and Harlow's Grand Trial are meant to be a struggle. And if they're not a struggle in any way, shape, or form, then we will, of course, take that EXP share and turn it off. Anyway, this thing's supposed to be in here, but what do you know? It ran away. See, these little things here, like, while they kind of add story and, you know, I guess freshen up the experience, these little events here, me running around to different caves, and then what's about to happen with Team Skull, it just, like, it just slows you down more than anything. It's a bit bothersome. It's a bit bothersome. But, I mean, it is what it is. I'm looking forward to gyms coming back in Generation 8, and I'm sure they will, because they mention it many times in this game that the trials are something special in the Alola region that no one else does. And if that was the case, then why would there be another game in another generation with trials similar to this? So we should get gyms back next generation. Let me cross the bridge. Here they come. Yo, yo, yo. It's your Bad Beach Boys back again. Remember us? I sure do. Whoa, even though we look identical, that's pretty impressive, actually. Who cares about that anyway? We're here to mess up this trial, yo. Oh yeah, that's right. Yo, let's get that Pokemon, homie. Look at me. Do I care? You don't scare me. I love how they dance aggressively at you. That's just the craziest thing in the world, in all honesty. Aggressive dancing and then suddenly we're in a Pokemon battle, which, I mean, I can't complain about. At least it's spicing things up now. We're not battling wild Pokemon, battling people with a Drowsy. Yo, another thing about this game that I felt was kind of like, bleh, was that I always felt like I was versing the same kind of Pokemon. I never really felt like there was much variety. I don't know, maybe I'm just being nitpicky right now. But me and my friend were talking about our thoughts on Generation 7 as a whole, and I definitely feel like what he was saying about it being pretty slow and yet, like, not a lot is happening is... It makes sense. Like, I might make a video on it and kind of expand on my thoughts, but one of the big things is this, like, the events in the game seem so minor. Like, every encounter with Team Skull, almost every encounter, results in you battling 1 or 2 people and then it's over. And they tend to have 1 Pokemon, so they're never really a challenge. But when you look back on other games like, you know, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, when you have encounters with the main boss, you tend to, you know, have several occasions where you're like, okay, I have to go through all these trainers, and then eventually there's going to be a new admin that I'm going to meet, and I'm going to have to verse. And they seem more grand, whereas this one you battle Plumeria 1 time in Sun and Moon, and you battle Guzma like twice, and your first battle with Guzma is walk up to him, battle him, that's it. There's no real, like, oh, we got to get through all his lackeys to get to him and stop him from what he's doing. It's just, I mean, again, it's varied from our traditional formula, but it's still, maybe lackluster is probably the best word. Like, we just walk up and battle him, and that's it. There's no drama to it. There's no tension to it. Anyway, not too important. Like I said, we'll talk about it some other time. What's up with that? For real, though, I can't get my skull around it. This kid's mad strong, yo. Notice how they're both like, how do we get beaten, but we only battle 1 person and 1 Pokemon. Nah, it ain't even like that. This kid's straight up dangerous, homie. I don't know, man. Isn't this whole place trouble? Yeah, it totally is, homie. I mean, that thing's so strong that regular Pokemon don't even want to come out and battle. I guess this is the part where they help us. Yes, this is so strange. They run back up and he comes down right up in that grill and is like, yo, kid, you know there's a mad strong Pokemon lurking back here somewhere, right? I'd run if I were you. Nah, we're not going out like that. We gotta get our revenge. Go stand over in that den, yo, and that skulking that youngest, yo. For real, fine. I got no bones to pick with you. Looks like they're gonna hook us up, help us out, so we can get to our last battle. Let's do it. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm being a bit nitpicky, and by all means, like, a lot of things that I might have, like, a lot of issues I might have with this game tend to be things that are issues with most generations of Pokemon. But yeah, I don't know. The events seem, like, the story events seem very lackluster, but the other random events that happen around the game world, the region of Alola, incredibly cool stuff, and I love them for that. But I don't know, the story is just in a way lacking for me. But I say that at the same time, when I first played the game, the experience was absolutely phenomenal and I loved it. Okay, I don't know why I decided not to go for Bite then. For a second I was like, I probably shouldn't go for Bite. Then I was like, wait, even though he used Bite doesn't mean he resists the move. Alright, how much damage can we do? Garbet is powerful. Real talk, speaking of powerful, as soon as we get into that battle, I'm going to... Actually, no. I'm not going to Poison Gas... I was going to say I'd Poison Gas straight away, but Poison Gas hits all Pokemon in the area, or at least all enemies, which means that I can use it against... the Gumshoos and its company, I guess that's what you'd call it. Can we finally hit? Yes, we do. Thank you very much. And we do pick up the KO. And that's the third and final battle before we make it to the final area of the trial. It's taken quite a long time, actually, which doesn't surprise me that much, to be honest. You defeated all the Pokemon. Let's head to the back. Before we head to the back, let's heal up real quick, because I don't want to walk into this trial unprepared. We probably don't need the whole potion. We'll need 14 points. That's worth it. I consider that to be worth it. Let's get up there. And I guess we will lead with Garbet. We should be okay with that. Let's do it. I'm a trial guide, here to help you young boys and girls attempt the island challenge. Fantastic, you prove your strength to all 3 Pokemon. Then go on ahead inside. Alright, I'm surprised he didn't just put us through the doorway. It would have been nicer if they did that, but I mean, it is what it is. Again, nitpicking right there. That's the definition of it. Let's try and snag this normal EMZ and get pounced on by your boy. This cutscene's pretty lit, to be honest. I love how they're just casually a TM chilling. Boom. I want that to be the thumbnail. I want Gumshoos flipping in the air and like falling flat to be the thumbnail. If I remember to make it that, I'll be very satisfied. If I don't, I mean, you guys will know. It depends. If it's gonna make a good thumbnail image, that's the thing. Sometimes it might not be a good thumbnail image. Even though I think it'd be cool, it might just not fit. His defense rose. Alright, Garbett is here. Now, what level is this man? Level 12. So, I mean, it's plausible that I'm over leveled. I mean, look at me. I have a level 15 Oliver. But, I mean, it is what it is. Should we go for Disable? He's probably going to outspeed me. Let's do it. Tackle? Yeah, no more of that. I want none of it. Get up, out. Alright, bring in your friends so I can poison gas you fools. Immovable, he has an even more fearsome move than Tackle, and I just get blown back. See, I'm not too worried about being over-leveled against Totem Pokemon because they have friends, and 2v1 is obviously always going to be difficult. Let's go for the Poison Gas. See if we can hopefully hit them both. And obviously that residual damage will be really good for us. Yungoos goes for Tackle. We take that, no problem. Super Fang, that's a problem. Cutting my HP straight in half. We get the Oran Berry to pop, which is great for us. And then we go for the Poison Gas. Should do a good amount of damage. Not good amount of damage, so I should get the poison on both Pokemon, hopefully. Yes, we... Oh, no! He has a Pechi Berry. Specifically prepared for getting poisoned. Good lord. Okay. We'll go for another one, because I do want to have this thing be poisoned. That way, again, it will take damage over time. And if we happen to get stuck in a situation where we have to heal spam, we will be fine. And speaking of potential heal spamming, I'm not going to start that right now, because I do think I can live 2 hits from these 2 Pokemon, especially with... Yeah, so look, I figured that if we disable Tackle, he'd be more or less forced to go for Bite. Don't think he'd have any other moves that would be really good on me against, apart from Tackle. So we should be in good shape. Now, we'll heal up real quick just to, you know, hopefully keep us in the green here. That's not how you heal up. Bag. I gotta say, I kind of hate the game always starts you off looking at those Roto Boosts because I don't want to use them. Like, of course they're really helpful, but more often than not I'm not going to use them because they are rare, they're valuable. See, Super Fang's going to be bothersome, man. It's going to do so much damage every single time. And how much is Tackle going to do? I can't safely attack right now. It's heal spam already. And could you imagine if I was a lower level? This would be a pain. If I was too low, if I was like level 10 right now, I would be having no luck. And if I didn't have EXP share on, I'd probably be lower than level 10. It wouldn't be bad to switch out, I guess. Sadly, I don't have a ghost type Pokemon. Then again, if I had a ghost type Pokemon, I'd get blown back by a Bite. So never mind. I'm happy that I have what I have. Alright, we have half health. We should be able to handle this guy. We can probably swing an attack for the first time in this entire fight. And part of me wants to take out Yungoos, but I believe every Totem Pokemon has 2 backup friends that it calls. So as soon as we get rid of Yungoos, the other one will show up, and then I'll have to poison that one too. So let's focus on getting rid of Gumshoos first. Gumshoos goes for Tackle, so it got undisabled. Could this kill me? Yep, there you go, Garbett fainted. See, even with the strength of our team right now, we are still getting blown back. That's so annoying. I really wanted to use this Pokemon throughout the Let's Play. Now, what can we do? I guess we go for Fish. The biggest problem is Bite. But I think we'll risk it. I don't think 1 Bite and a Tackle from Yungoos will kill me, so we'll see how it goes. And again, heal spam is one of my good options. I can't believe I didn't realize that Tackle got I was going to say unbanned. Well, that's not what happened. We'll go for the Bite. There's no reason not to. I was going to say maybe Fire Fang for the burn, but how are we going to burn a poison Pokemon, right? We do outspeed, which is excellent for us. That's great. There's a decent amount of damage. Yungoos goes for Leah. That's dangerous. That is very dangerous. I don't want my defense to fall. And we go for Scary Face. So now -1 defense, -2 speed. Do I want to stay in here? I don't think I do. Because his Bite could do a lot of damage. Okay, let's check stats real quick. It did about half to Garbett, whose summary 20 defense. That's pretty high. And this guy has 14. That's very low. Now, effectively, that defense is even lower, maybe like 10. So it'll probably do twice as much damage. 2 fish than it did Garbett, which is almost all its health. So let's switch out, actually. Let's switch out into Grubbins. 17 defense. Not bad. Slowpoke has good defense, but a bite will kill me because I'm psychic type. I guess Rowlet's probably our best option. Let's go into Rowlet. Switch Pokemon into Rowlet. It's a highest level 2, so we should have no problem. Goes for the Pursuit. That's actually a-okay with me because, yeah, if that's how much Pursuit did, the Gumshoos' bite was going to do about the same, and that would have been really dangerous. I'm okay with that because that means Rowlet's going to take 1 less hit this turn. That is not a comfortable amount of damage. I'm pretty sure I can just heal up and be safe, but I'm going to go for the Razor Leaf and hopefully take these 2 fools down. Really sucks we lost Garbett in this battle. I would have loved to keep going with it. Honestly, in my other Let's Play or my other playthrough of Ultra Moon, Alolan Muck was the clutchmon of the entire game. Honestly, without Alolan Muck, I would have been in so much trouble. And now we failed to get one in this series. So that really, really, really stings. But I guess we're going to have to deal with it. And hopefully we'll find something else along our way that can help us be the very best. The attack and speed, not bad. I like that. Once an Ominous Wind, yeah, get out of here, Astonish. I don't need you. I'm really going to use the move, so I might as well learn Ominous Wind. Plus the chance to get one of those +6, 1 to every stat. Is pretty great. Battery gets a level, that's pretty nice. Once learn Bug Bite. Now that is useful. In fact, when this thing evolves, it'll probably become a very stable member of the team. I think we'll get rid of Vice Grip. There's no reason to keep Vice Grip, so I guess we will. I don't think there's anything that resists both Bug and Dark, so there's no reason to have a normal type move. Dopey gets 13 as well, and Pico also gets 13. These guys are all so on par, it's crazy. See, seeing all those levels pop up can be a bit, like, maybe a bit overpowered. Like, now my entire team is higher level than that thing, which is, I don't know. We'll see, like I said, we'll see how it goes. If at the end of this trial, things were too easy, and I mean, I don't feel like they were too easy just then. Like, again, 2v1 battles are tough. Not to mention the fact that, what do you call it? Our opponents, our, grand trial people, will have Z crystals and Z moves, which can blow back a Pokemon no matter how strong you are. Obviously, unless you're like level 100. They can blow you back and it can be very dangerous. What an incredible trainer you are. For you to be able to defeat the totem Pokemon that had trained up to such a powerful state, I don't know what I can say. Working in harmony with your Pokemon, you've cleared the trial of Alima. You're a phenomenal trainer. Congratulations, Chum. The Z Crystal from the pedestal is now yours. These guys must have so many Z Crystals lying around. They're just like, okay, cool. One person cleared my trial. Let me just put another one back there because the next person has to come and take it as well. And there's Gumshoos sitting there like, why do I have to defend this crystal you just want to give to people anyway? Poor Gumshoos, man. He just wants to have fun in life. No, but he's forced to guard this crystal that people take all the time anyway. This is why Peter has a problem with this game. That's a wild Pokemon. It's not even your friend. It's a wild Pokemon. Anyway, not important. You retain the normal EMZ. That's awesome. You open up the Z Crystal Pocket and put it in the normal EMZ inside. Because we now can use Breakneck Blitz. What you have just received is the normal Z Crystal. It's known as normal EMZ. Now, if you let a Pokemon that can use a normal type move hold that, one thing I love about this game is that they put a lot more effort into like having other trainers show you how to do Z Crystals. Like there's several times when you get a crystal from someone, or you get a crystal from somewhere and no one shows you how to do the move. Your guy just knows it off by heart. Like one of the ones is the Flying Z Crystal. When you grab that, Kahili comes out of nowhere and shows you how to use the pose or do the pose. And strike an elegant pose like this one, you'll be able to strengthen a normal type move by unleashing Z power. Moving right along. Yes, first, there's one thing I forgot to mention. The totem Pokemon. In every locale where a captain holds his or her trials, you will encounter a particularly strong Pokemon like Gumshoos just now. And during battle against such Pokemon, they may summon allies to shore up their offense. It's not a tactic It's not a tactic often seen in other regions. Perhaps Pokemon in Alola are simply more inclined to help one another. Since you've managed to defeat the totem Pokemon and prove yourself, you can now catch any of the Pokemon you find here in this cave. In fact, have some Great Balls. That's going to be helpful. You open up the pocket and put them inside. And here, let's see the Pokemon after all. Let me see to your Pokemon after all their hard work in here. Thank you very much for reviving my dead Grimer. How dare you? If we're done here, I have something interesting I'd like to show you. Come to Route 3. Alright, let's do that. But first, We're gonna, before ending this episode off, we're gonna first of all put Grimer in the back seat because Grimer's dead. Sadly, man, I really wanted to use Garbett, and I'm so upset that we're not gonna get to. Let's throw Dopey in front. I want to use Dopey for a little bit. But that's another thing I love about having the XP show is that it keeps your Pokemon relatively around the same level. Wait, hang on. I want to talk to Rotom because it'll give me a lottery. Wow, a Z Crystal. So this is what they call a Z Crystal. It appears that Alola's mysterious Z Crystals are received for overcoming trials. Is that right? I love these guys. I suppose it may be admirable to overcome such a trial using your own strength and skill, rather than relying on technology as we do. I'm Zosi. You're kind of awesome, you know? Ah, this is when you were supposed to say Alola to one another, is it not? I am Dulce. I like how it shows us his name before he tells us who he is. And we're part of the Ultra Recon Squad, yep. That ball thing you used there, that is some amazing bit of tech. We might just have to borrow that idea. We're investigating all about Z Crystals and auras and all kinds of stuff. So I guess we'll probably see you around. I like these guys, and I think it's cool they pop up every now and again, but they seem so minimal to the story for the longest time. I had fun. Like, that's a lie. I lost Grimer. I don't have fun. But you know what? Oh, it's all in the name. It's all in the name of what do you call it? Okay, are you gonna let me tap your eyeball so I can get an item? No, you're not. How devastating. You can possess appliances. Yes, he's gonna give me an item. Let me tap the eyeballs. All right, let's go. Give me the EXP boost. No, give me the stat boost. What's this? Is it repels? It's repels. Why, Rotom? Why? They're so useless you can buy repels. Anyway, not important. Let's make our way towards the exit of the cave, and of course, if we happen to get into an encounter, it's going to be our first encounter of the round. The Pokemon we're going to get is going to be a drum roll, please! This is why I hate the beginning of the game. Wait, we already have a Zubat! We've already caught one! Which means we can get a different encounter. Because we had the Pokeball symbol there. I completely forgot we had a Zubat already. What did I nickname my Zubat? It's gonna be a Yungoos. But if I had just moved, there was a small chance we could find something good. But the game said, nope, you're catching Yungoos. And as always, we gotta make sure we do catch Pokemon. Otherwise, there's a chance that we'll encounter it again later and have to catch it in that time instead, rather than getting a re-encounter. So let's capture this thing. We probably won't see it on the squad. I'm not a big fan of Yungoos. Let's go for another water gun, and it should be good to go in a Pokeball. Sand attack. Dude, Slowpoke is so slow, it won't even realize its stats have dropped before it destroys your soul. See? Told you. If you crit Slowpoke, I would have lost my mind. I would have absolutely lost my mind. Let's go with Pokeball. Should catch no problem. I realize now that my trainer is literally the colors of the Pokeball. He's got red, white, and black on him, which is kind of wild. And what are we going to name? Okay, it's obvious we're going to name this Pokemon. I'm going to go with zero originality. Absolutely zero originality, because I'm not interested in being original for a Pokemon that's going to sit in the box the entire playthrough. Fish gets level 15, that is great. Rock Throw. That would have been nice to have before, but I'll take it now. I'll get rid of Tackle, that's never going to happen. We're never going to tackle things when we have Bite and Fire Fang. And ta-da, we have Rock Throw. Alright, so that's our encounter for Verdant Cavern. I almost forgot the name of it. Yo, look at Gumshoos though. Just straight up, just like with that hair flick. I love it. I love it. Alright, so we have Yungoos, the loitering Pokemon. Its stomach takes up most of its torso. It's a big eater, so the amount of trainers have to spend on its food is no laughing matter. That's why you go into the box where you can just eat beans your whole life. Mr. Trump. It's Trumpet now. Confirmed. Because it's a female. Yep, that's what we do. Every single time. I should have named it Trumpina. Because it would have been different. We could have like Trumpet or like, you know, blah blah et or blah blah ina to indicate whether it's, if it's the female version. Yo, give that to me. Give me that Pecha Berry right now. I can't believe that thing had a Pecha Berry. And honestly, if it didn't have that Pecha Berry, we might have been able to hang out long enough for us to keep Grandma alive. Anyway, I'm not interested in any more encounters, so I'm going to smack on Repel real quick. And then we're going to make our way towards the exit. In fact, while we're here, use the item and then we'll throw it into free space. Because this is where I have my repels in my normal game. Because they're so easy to find that way. Let's do it. Let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. And I don't know if we're going to be told to do things. Because I don't want that to happen. But I at least want to put Grandma in a proper box, you know, for dead Pokemon. Rather than have it sitting around in the random space that is the regular box. Oh, but no. Alima's going to stop us. We're going to learn about Z-Power. Greetings, Captain Alima here. As you travel around the islands of Alola, you will find captain barricades here and there. These barricades help mark areas where particularly strong Pokemon can be found. Anyone can pass through them, of course, if they're escorted by a strong trainer. Those attempting the island challenge can pass the barricades as long as they clear the trials. Are you ready? Then behold the power of a captain. Not gonna lie, it's kind of lame. The power of a captain is to tell some dude to open a barricade. But it's a nice system for locking you out. Like they have a law behind why you can't go to certain areas, which I kind of like. Voila, your world is a little bit bigger. I am the only captain here on Melee Island, meaning my trial is the only one here. Now that you've cleared the trial, please inform our island Kahuna Hala. Real talk, I don't understand why the game lore doesn't say that I can just walk over back to Hala and just battle him. But I guess they add urgency of this whole Finding Lily situation that's going to happen very, very soon. Hey there, chum. Oh, look at that expression on Lima's face. I'd say you cleared your first trial, yeah? I guess I better give you a little reward. Time to learn about Z-Power. Woo! Start off by selecting the compatible Z-Crystal from the Z-Crystal's pocket in your bag. Yeah, on a Pokemon. Blah, blah, blah. I didn't read the top line. Z-Crystals are compatible with a Pokemon if it knows a move of the same type as the Z-Crystal. And you'll have your Pokemon hold the Z-Crystals and you'll be able to use Z-Power in battles. And don't worry, you can use your Z-Crystals over and over on as many Pokemon as you want. Imagine if you couldn't have more than one Pokemon hold one type of Z-Crystal. That would be so tilting. Watch and learn, cousin. I'd love a format of this game where you can only use Z-Crystals as held items. I believe that was a thing. The Battle of Alola, when the game first came out, when Sun and Moon first came out, was like this online competition where you can only use Z-Crystals. So every single person had all their hold items as Z-Crystals, and they just had to decide which Pokemon they wanted to use a Z-move with each time, which is super, super cool. I really like that. Speaking of Z-moves, Necrozma has his own special Z-move in this game. And it is honestly the end of the world kind of destructive. It's crazy. I love it. I gotta say, I really, really, really like the black Z-rings in this game. They look so amazing. Way better than the white ones. I think the contrast between the crystal color and the black makes it look so good. Breakneck Blitz. I also love the text they have for these moves. I think they look really cool. It honestly like barely looks like a normal move, just with all the rocks surrounding you and everything. I don't know, it just feels so rock typey. Maybe that's also because a Rockruff was using the move, so you know, it is what it is. Phew! The Z-Powers heap all of the trainer's feelings into a Pokemon, yeah? Which totally wears you out. Using Z-Power once per battle is all the team can handle, yeah. Oh, so is that why you look so ragged, Professor? No, it's like I was hit with amnesia. I forgot that I lost Lily somewhere on Route 3. Think you could spare some time to help me look for her, chum? I can also look around where I think she might have wandered off to. Thanks, cousin. Let's split up and find her, yeah. Alright, so that's that. And we will go find Lily on Route 3 in the next episode, but for right now, we have to run over here. And we have to put Garbett in her rightful resting place. Because she deserves peace. Let's chuck her in to what I will call the dead box over on box 8. Let's rename this thing. Name. Dead. Do they use capitals for all the things? I think they do. Hey, whoops. Let's just type it out like this. Oops. I'm pretty certain that every single box is written in capitals. And I don't want to break that trend. Nope, they're not. But that's fine. I'm not going back. So that's that dead box. And I guess we'll add someone new to the party for right now. And I'm feeling... Honestly, I'm feeling Zubat. Let's have a look at our natures real quick first. We have special attack boosting. Meh. Neutral's fine, by all means. And defense boosting. But I literally said I wasn't going to use you, so I'm not going to use you. So that's bad. So let's use Fat Bat. I'm down to use Fat Bat because if I get a Crobat, that'll be a lot of fun. And in fact, I'll be able to get my hands on a Soothe Bell very, very soon. So I guess with that all said and done, that's going to be the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. And while I say this, I'm going to heal up. But yeah, like I said, hit that like button if you enjoyed. And of course, if you guys want to see more episodes from this series as they come out, hit that subscribe button also, because there'll be plenty more coming very, very soon. And I don't know if I said this already, but I want to apologize for the last few days upload schedule. This was meant to be a daily thing, but I believe I missed 1 or 2 days, which is kind of like wild. So my mistake, I apologize. It's just things have been hectic with all the item guides and so forth going up at the same time. So yeah, like I said, that's it for this video. Once again, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.